fun day. And happy Mother's Day to all of you who are here. Let's take a look at the live chat, see who is already here this early. Now, let's jump over here. Happy Sunday fun day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers, who have been mothers, and those of you whose mothers have passed on. Many blessings to you and your family. So happy that you're here to join us. Now, I'm going to have to make a change. Hold on. This is bugging me. Okay, let's make a change. Quick little lineup change so we can get things lined up and a little more even Steven on camera here. Okay, but happy Mother's Day. Thank you for being here. We got all sorts of people here early. What is up, CK? Platinum crew member, master moderator. We got Big Red EDC in the house as well. Master moderator and platinum crew member. We got Big Red EDC putting the link up to Zach's Daily Carry Crew. Thank you, Big Red, for doing that. We got Crystal Crawlers in the house. We got Gareth HB is here. Gareth, a member of the crew. We got LEE here, member of the crew. Yes, 100% LEE. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Louie's here. What's up, Louie? We got Rule Number 9, master moderator and platinum crew member in the house. We got Marco here. What is up, Marco, member of the crew? We got Old Lady Angler, Ola, in the house. What is up, Ola? We got Rachel Jordan here, member of the crew. What is going down? We got Joseph S. is here. Brown Sugar 0069's in the house. Matt Conklin's here. Matt's a member of the crew. What is good? We got Mike Jernak in the house, platinum crew member and master moderator as well. We got Ground Fog, who is here early. We got Malice here. Malice is a gold class crew member. What is up, Malice? Also does lots of in-kind donations from Till Valhalla Project for us. So that's awesome stuff as well. We got Ron Crow in the house, member of the crew. What is up, Ron? We also have Watch City Knives here early, saying hello to everyone. Slim Tissues in the house, gold class crew member. What's up, Slim? We got Rolf Robertson's in the house. What is up, Rolf? What's good? Larry Curvin's in the house. Sharp Guy ATX is here, platinum crew member and master moderator. We got Jesse in the house, member of the crew. What is up, Jesse? Now, did I miss Kurt? I think I saw Kurt's name fly by. Kurt White's in the house. What's up, Kurt? All right. I think we're pretty much close. Oh, we got Stephen Wallace here jumping in as well. What's up, Stephen? Now, I do have to say we got a couple fun on the table. Some things have, man, my internet's all. Did I go grainy on you when I put my hands on there? Or is that just on my feed? What's up, Gonzo? We've been having a weird thing with internet over the last day or two. And I'm really curious. Neighborhood. And we share, obviously everybody shares an internet pipe, right? In theory. And so you can only get so much out of it. But too many in the chat with a membership. We got all sorts of members here in the crew today. Louie's here, of course. What's up, Louie? And overall, I wonder if the new video game's having something to do with it. Do you think so? Do you think the new video game coming out's had something to do with it? I don't play, but I'm wondering if a bunch of my neighbors do. We got Big Red EDC gifting 5 memberships to Zach's Daily Carry Crew. Thank you, Big Red, for that. We got... And members of the crew, I will say really quick, there are 2 videos that you can watch early. There is a scale swap for Death Grip scales that you can watch early. Just came out last night. And there's a members only, also a second members only. There's a members only video. And that is kind of a little bit around town, not as much as I want to do, but some good updates and info on that. So definitely check it out. Some an unreleased product in there as well. But Big Red EDC gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Big Red. Knives Are Life, William Hornbostel, Wes Gibson, Jason Beecher, Cat Scratch, all got their memberships back. That is so, so cool. Thank you, Big Red, for doing that. Give a shout out to Big Red. And if you haven't, check it out. Check it out. He has an awesome channel, of course. You guys know that. But SKL, another fun one last night. His Saturday Knife Live. If you don't know, get to know. 100%. But we got, is that? We got Ellie E. Ellie threw me off. I was like looking, I'm like, wait a second. Homer Feltus in the house, gold class crew member. Thank you, Ellie, so much for that. Ellie E, member of the crew. Awesome, awesome person. Let's give her a shout out in the chat. Give a shout out to Ellie and Big Red. Now, we got some new members for you today. Got a couple members only videos. One members only, one early one. Where's the Worksharp at, Zach? Thought you were going to auto it. Trevor, be patient, my friend. Be patient. We're just 2 minutes in after the noon hour here on the Pacific Coast. On the left coast, I should say. But LE donated 5 memberships. Thank you, Ellie. We got Gonzo getting his membership back. We also got Level On Up, Chill, Viking VM, and Sobeck Scooter all getting their memberships back. Right on. Thank you, Ellie, for doing that. Give a shout out to Ellie. Thank you so much. Pokey Stuff is here. What is good? What is good? Dane Gavrilowski in the house, Platinum crew member, and Master Moderator. What's up, Dane? Thank you so much. We got KK gifting a membership to Zach's Daily Carry Crew. Shout out to KK. You guys give a shout out to KK as well. And Pokey Stuff got their membership back. Thank you, KK. Gold class crew member, supporter of the channel. Overall, wonderful person. We got Bradley visiting in the house, member of the crew jumping in. Rob Tendering jumping in as well. And you guys, give a shout out. Our master moderator, platinum crew member, Pocket Razors in the house. What is up, Pocket Razors? Man, good to see you. Thank you, by the way, for chatting with me the other night. Getting caught up. It was always good. Joe Kasprick in the house. What's up, Joe? Now, William Hornbostel. I always want to say Bostel, but William Hornbostel got his membership back using all the emojis. I love it. Now, overall, Big Red posted it right there. Pocket Razors channel. Check him out. Look at all of his content. He's got some awesome, awesome video chats. His Pocket Talk. And if you want to just set it and forget it, like the Ronco food dehydrator back in the day, date myself, but great conversations. And you only have to look at people for a little bit, but he did some great ones with many people in our community, including one that I had with him that I think it was like, we went for a long time, hours. But overall, I think it's what ended up burning up my laptop. I smoked the battery because I was like on there so long, and it just was an old laptop, and it was like going through the software system for the live stream. It was great. I loved it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's awesome. Crazy Roach in the house, member of the crew. Jason Beecher, member of the crew as well. Let me get a drink of water. Greg Vanderlip in the house. What's up, Greg? James Alton's here, gold class crew member. All right, but we got a couple things. We got the mini freak here on the left. We got some new mini Adira action going, and then the original mini Adira and a little Worksharp bug out. I wonder what all these things mean. Now, there is also a project, a mini project related to this scale. Some of you, members of the crew, have already seen the early video on this because I released it to the members last night. But this is one of those interesting ones. Did I see a shout out to an Oh Father in the house? Oh Father, EDC is here. What's up, Oh Father? Remember the crew? You like that? Recognize music background? I got you. All right. Shout out to our friends from the north. But we got a stripped out pocket clip screw. I have not seen one of these in a very, very, very long time. But no matter how much I twisted on it, it would tighten and then loosen. So we're going to pop that out today and just kind of see. But this is from the factory. So this one was fed in. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some Loctite evidence right here. Some other stuff. But the others came out no problem. This one a little interesting. So from the factory, it popped out this way. So that's our side project. We'll put that up here. We definitely got to take care of that today. Get that figured out as well. All right, Trevor Thomas says, Garrett sliced my finger so good on a plastic fork, it exploded, and I think I have injured nerve because the tip of my finger is numb now. Got to do those fingertip exercises, right? Wheat woo, wheat woo, wheat woo. Hashtag it's stuck. Yes, Big Red. It was an interesting one. I don't understand, like, I mean, I understand, but I don't understand why, like, you would need to put that much Loctite on a pocket clip screw when they're not super short, you know what I mean? So just a little dab will do you. But, you know, it goes down back to assembly. Let's just look at it right now. But no matter how much, so this is loosening. No matter how much I loosen, it just goes, wobbles back and forth. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Probably won't be able to. But it literally like raises up right there. And as I keep turning it loose, it tightens back down right there. So it's just that little tiny gap. But overall, we're going to see if we can pop this out. I got a couple little pokey tools that we'll try to use. I was trying to like put some pressure on it. Put a soldering iron on the screw just to add a little heat and break it loose. That might be a good idea, William. I might have to come down to that. Jason Beecher, yeah, you're welcome. I think, let me see if they're still up there. Hold on. See if we can see which one it was. Jason Beecher, I think you got a gifted membership from Big Red EDC. Yes, definitely, Jason. Big Red EDC hooked you up. I love it. Jeremy Lawler's in the house. What's up, Jeremy? Cat Scratches here. Remember the crew. What is good? So we're going to put a little pressure on it. See if we can tweak it that way and get it out of there. I mean, it's spinning, but it's not. You know what I mean? So it's like I think it got stripped when it got put on there. I think they used like a pneumatic air tool to pop these in. And I think it just went, and they're supposed to be torqued. What's up, Barbie girl, or Barbie EDC girl? Remember the crew? What's up? It is stuck in the plastic, or the nut came loose in the plastic. Oh, that might be true. Oh, good call. Yeah, these little nuts. I didn't look to see. Let me see if I can see if the nut's spinning. That might be why it's moving. Good call. Yep, that nut's spinning. Do you see that? Let me see if I can get it in there without the shine. That nut is spinning. The nut is spinning. So I think what I'll do, I'll put some super glue on this so it'll glue the nut to the outside edge of the plastic, and then I'll back it out. So good call, good call. I didn't even think about the nut inside there spinning. So it must have just been over Loctited, as we can see with all that. And that insert, those little inserts right there for the clip screws is spinning. So problem solved. All thanks. Was that James? Oh, Louie, thank you so much. Yeah, it happened to you on one. Oh, man. Louie, thank you for the idea. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't understand. I've never had that before. What about a hole punch on the back end for pressure? Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is just, I'm not going to pop it out. I think overall, and I might just take this back to Benchmade and just say, hey, I need a new scale and pocket clip. Do you think they'll do it? Should I do it just to test it out and be like, I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but the whole thing came off. I might just take it back to them like this and go, hey, this is spinning. I was trying to see what it was, so I took the scale off. You think they'll give me another scale? Or they'll be like, you need to bring the whole knife in here. I don't want to have to rebuild it. There's the other scale. It came off just fine. But yeah, 1931 Leatherworks, what is up? Nick Martino's here as well. What is up? Jesse Duncan's in the house. Remember the crew? 1931 Leatherworks. Remember the crew as well. And Valley's here. You had to send the whole grip in? Okay. I'm going to test it out because I'm local. I can run up there. I have a day off next week. So I can basically run up there and get, and just walk it in, be like, okay, what are your thoughts? And see what they'll do for me. I mean, the shout out to the staff there. They are awesome with me when it comes to different things. They are super awesome. The LifeSharp warranty people and product services there, they're an awesome group, very knowledgeable. All they do all day long is deal with broken knives. So, or also sharpening. The sharpening people are fantastic. Test the water, Louis says. Okay, I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna take it in. I'm gonna video it and see what they say. We'll do a like, what do you say? Almost like a hidden camera. We'll do that. We'll be member 32 months. Pot and crew member says happy Sunday, Zach and crew. Ouch, Trevor. Ouch. That is no fun at all. All right. Grab a Dutch Bros today, Zach. I will definitely need to do that. I was out doing some yard work this morning. I know it's Mother's Day. I needed to do some weed eating, some edge trimming, but I chose not to do that. I have a gas-powered one. It's very loud, very noisy. The neighborhood was so quiet. People had their windows and doors open. Excuse me. Get a drink of water. And, of course, it's Mother's Day, and you got to be respectful a little bit. Some of the moms were out doing some walking and stuff, so said hi to them while I was doing some weeding, getting all things taken care of. Not a problem. I love it. I love it. I know, Louis, right? Yeah. Scott Benefield's here. Remember the crew. What is up? But I think overall, thanks, Nick. I appreciate it. Right back at you. Yeah, Mrs. Zach is taking it easy today. Slept in a little bit. Just had some breakfast. I went and had like peanut butter on a piece of toast kind of a thing. One of those big healthy breakfasts. Little cranberry juice mixed with grape juice. Cran grape. A little glass of that. After 10 p.m., it's all fair and game. Or 10 a.m., yeah. Yeah, I was about to do that. I was like, but I probably have a solid hour in the yard of just like going around doing the edging, going around doing the weed eating. So I was like, I was cutting it close because I'm like, then it's after 11. Then I'm stinking and smelling like, a yard debris bin. And I don't want to sit in my office and smell that the whole time. But I did have some stuff. I sprayed some weeds along the driveways, sidewalks and stuff last weekend. And they had all died off, which was great. So I went back through and I have one of those propane burners for burning weeds. Have you guys seen that? And it worked great. So I was able to just go burn all those, get them all done. And right as I was stopping here just 2 hours ago, it started raining. So, oh, Matt, many blessings, man. Many blessings. Jay Hardesty in the house. What's up? The apartments start mowing around 7 a.m. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's what you use, Nick? Okay. Yeah, 100% Matt, moms rock. Definitely. What am I carrying today? Oh, boring. Zach's boring, very repetitive. I'm going to switch it up today. We can't smell you, says Gareth. I appreciate that. Smell-o-vision. All right, so this is my pocket check. What is in your pocket this Mother's Day? I'm going to switch it up. I'm probably going to carry the mini Adira today and go from there. I might have to put out something special in. Members of the crew, you know what it is because I showed you in the video this last week. Oh, chemical free. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Jason says we burn weeds because we are certified organic. Nice. Rachel's got the mini Adira. Nice. Matt Conklin's got the Spyderco rock jumper, fully serrated. Oh my. That is wild. All right. And I also need, on the members only video, I need members of the crew to leave me a comment on the one from this last week because I asked you a question in there about a couple different knives and a blade swap project. So I definitely need to watch that. I appreciate that. All right, Trevor Thomas, member for 9 months. Everyone that parents are still alive, hug them extra tight for the rest of us that can never do it again. Also, I'm carrying my 940. Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate that. Ola's got the Auto Fact. Rule number 9's got the ZT0308, the Olight Trail Light, the Olight Arcfeld Ultra Green Aluminum, the Leatherman Wave Plus, the Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman, the Aries ODC Rock Hopper, Rule number 9, Hank from Forest Hanks. Joe says, my daughter on Mother's Day is out there cutting the grass for the last 2 hours while her son sits on his TV playing video games. 13 years old, won't help his mom. These kids nowadays, I tell you. Oh, Joe, it'd be crazy if, like, the internet went out. I'm just kidding. Oh, Rob Tinring. Rob is carrying his Para 3 and his Buck Saunter. I saw a new Benchmade. It looked awesome, but I can't remember the name of it. Nick Martino, this is the Mini Adira. It's one of the newest ones. It's a dark gray handle. It's got the beautiful darker blue thumb studs, which I already put in my requests. Like, hey, if somebody swaps their thumb studs and you got an extra set of those, Zach would love those. And kind of what they're calling a blue titanium finish to the blade. I think it looks way better in person. And I did check when I was at Benchmade. The blue coating on these is just a hair darker than the pre-production ones that they had put out. So kind of cool to see that. And overall, I really like the darker color, so that's pretty cool. All right, we got Savivi and Cindy and a Matriarch 2 for Jesse. Benchmade bug out again for Scott Benefield. Pokey Stuff says, today I have a Hinder Jurassic and a Spyderco Roadie. The Worksharp version looked great. They should do a WD-40 version, says Nick. That'd be funny. Gonzo's got the Heretic Manticore E Double Edge, the McNeese Mac 2 3.5, the Olight Arkfeld Ultra, the Lancelot Wallet, the Blue Elephant Hank. Father EDC's got the Olight i3T, the O-Pen Mini 2, the Mother of Pearl Finch Pipeline, the Mother of Pearl QSP Hedgehog, I like your theme, and a Junkin Genius Hank. Gareth HB says, I went light today. Spyderco Manix 2, Benchmade Bug Out, and Cold Steel Verdict. Jeremy Lawler's got the SOC P, the SOCP, a Hogue Deca, a PM2 crew wear. And we got Martial Law 123 jumping in the house. Hashtag DSKFS carrying the shootout today, and I'm off for 2 weeks. Life is good. Oh, Marshall. Congratulations, man. Do you have any fun plans for the 2 weeks? But most importantly, I think we need to have kind of a get together with our knives. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I left a message on your message the other day. I think it was yesterday maybe, or yesterday or Friday. And I'm like, man, we definitely need to get these knives together. We got Dylan Mallory in the house. What is up, my man? How are you? What is good? Dylan's here, so don't forget his pre-order on his Spectra. About to go complete. So get over there, place your order before prices go up, because once he places the initial order and it's in, everybody else that orders after is going to pay more. So Titanium S35 VN, come on now. You can't beat that. A beautiful, beautiful, it's got a very long, what do you call that cutout? Little spidey hole. It's long though. I love it. So you can get it with all your fingers. But overall, 3.4-inch blade. I love it. So get over there, support Dylan. We'll talk about it more this next week because thank Dylan because he sent out the prototype. It hit a couple other channels and it's headed my way. It should be here like Tuesday, it says. So that'd be really cool to get to check it out. So Dylan, thank you for that. I appreciate that. CK says turn off the power. That'll get the video games to stop there. Yeah. Slate Blue looks really good. Yep, 100%. Yeah, I agree. All right, we got Knives Are Live. Remember the crew, full size Adira. Got the Quiet Carry IQ and the Quiet Carry West. Going big. I like that. Yeah, the Ultim would look sick because this one has a purple blade, right? And that's kind of why I got it out because we got a little bit different colors on the blades with those. Want to kind of put them next to each other, kind of share what they look like a little bit. Let's see here. We got Will B in the house, Platinum crew member, Masterminder. He's got the Heretic Pariah. Is it Pariah? Pariah Manual. The Spyderco Military 2 and Crew Carta. Protect Magic Whiskers 2. Good carry. The Microtech Hera 2. Protect SNG Operator and Olight Baton 3. You guys have some awesome carries. I love it. ZT Hinter Magnicup for Jesse Duncan. Like blue and Ultim. Yeah, exactly, Nick. And Valley's got the Clutch Lock Towser K and a Case Stockman. Evil E's in the house. Much love and thanks to Zach and Marshall. Law 123. Most definitely Evil. Thoughts and prayers with you guys. I hope things are continuing to progress good. I know you guys are waiting on different things, but just know that our thoughts are with you guys. Thoughts and prayers with you and the family for sure. What's a lighter carry, that Freak or the Bug Out? The Bug Out's going to be a lighter carry than the Freak. You're looking at like, I have the lanyard plug in this one, the Glow Rhino lanyard plug. But overall, this one's going to put you at like 1.85 ounces. With the Glow plug, probably right around 1.95. And this one's going to put you at just over 2 in that zone. So like 2.3 ounces for the Mini Freak. 100%. James Alton got the Bird Cara 2 and a Case Crossroads Mini Sodbuster. I don't know what the Cara 2 is. The Bird, I'll have to look that up. All right. Devo Day today, says Larry. And the Tall Boy and the Chaser. There you go. Nice. Big Red EDC's got the Mother of Pearl TPK exclusive QSB Hedgehog in honor of Mother's Day. He showed that off last night. It was pretty sick. Louis carrying the Spyderco Sage 6 and my Hog House Model T. Dwayne Letterman's in the house. What is up, Dwayne? How are you? Slim Tissue coming in hot. Got the one. Okay, so the Mini Crooked River Limited Edition, the 15085 BK-2301. If you haven't seen that, it's gorgeous. Check out Slim Tissue on the Instagram. Oh my goodness. I did a little unboxing of it. Haven't carried it a lot because I'm scared with the wood scales to scar them up, but I just need to do it. Maybe that'll be my second carry today. Maybe I'll do that. It's a special day. I'm gonna not go to work. Yes, let's do that, says Marshall. Right on. And also Slim Tissue is carrying the OG Water Class 710 in hand-polished walrus ivory scales. Ooh-wee! Clipless in a Stingray pocket pouch. Oh, that is sick. Nice work on that stuff. Nice work. I know you do all your work yourself. That's awesome. Nick Martino with the hashtag swipe right for Dylan. 100%. I love that. All right, let's go back and see what other ones I've missed. I had a little bounce in the chat, but we're getting there. Marcia says, get your Spectra on. Thank you, Big Red, for posting the link up for Mallory Design Spectra right there. Appreciate that. Got to support our friend Dylan. We got Donald Milankovich, Gold Class Crew member in the house, says, hang on to your parents extra tight and hang their diapers at least twice a week or twice daily. What up, War Room EDC? Remember the crew? How are you? Coming from Aries. Aries. Ooh, the Aries. Oh, coming from Aries? Yes, hashtag swipe right for Dylan, 100%. All right, what are that? Yes, I was wondering if I was going your way. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Backpack B sent it over. I got the tracking. It's on point and should be here Tuesday, as it looks like. It may bounce sooner with the weekend, but we'll see. All right. We got that. Do you have any of the shootouts they did in those colors? I do have a couple of the shootouts. I did show them last week. I do have the purple one right here. It would be sick to have a purple blade on this one too. But the accents and the clip, pow. Coming in hot. 100%. All right. Let's see if we got anything back on here. Same question. Did I answer your question? Are you asking which one's lighter? If I didn't answer it, ask it again. I'm sorry. Kelly's Mishmash in the house. What is up, Kelly? Good to see you. The Bug Out's thinner, if that's what you're asking. I'm sorry. I thought you said if it was lighter. The Bug Out's the thinnest than the Mini Freak. Dangerous holding them this way, but that's your thickness comparison. You know. I love it. CK's got the Murdered Out 940 Osborne, and I think I'll dig out the turret. Nice. Love that. Grizzle Bear Leather Crafting. Remember the crew, what is up? Kevin Smith and Knives in the crew says, hello, out with the wife on a ride in this beautiful Mother's Day. Hope everyone is doing great. I love it. All right, what else we got here? Emerson CQC13 with Rich Light Scales for Shad Gravely. What is good, Shad? Would you say the Bug Out is Benchmade's lightest model? No, the OM. That OTF, that mini OTF, was pretty good. The OM was pretty light. And I'm trying to think, the altitude might be close to it as well. I have to double check, but pretty darn close. The bug out's the lightest folder that they have. All right, all right. Okay, Mason, thank you. I've got knives from Amazon, says William, that came in Benchmade boxes that were not advertised as Benchmade. How can I get them authenticated without losing them if they are clones? Well, I don't know. Don't text and ride, y'all, says Marshall. What's up, Don and Chris? How are you? Good to see you as well. Ron Crow, remember the crew's here. Let's see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any, and then we'll go back to that question. But cooking up some steaks, says Trevor. Firecracker, sweet corn on the cob. We're eating good tonight, boys. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. You've got the Crater Blue on, Marshall. Nice, nice. Jim Cox in the house. Remember the crew. Just going back through them really quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Got the Solstice kicking up dust. Remember the crew. Nice. I love that. All right, let's go back down here. Make sure we got everything in the house. Daily Knife, member for 23 months. Almost Platinum Crew. Daily Knife, when you hit your Platinum Crew, you got to reach out. I thank you. Thank you so much. Much love. Much appreciated for the support. All right, I'm just getting caught up on it. William, send me an email if you want. We can talk. If you send them to Benchmade and they're clones, they're gone. 100%. They will not send them back. Big Jimpin's in the house. Big Jimpin, what's up? Member of the crew says, hola, and happy Mother's Day to all mothers here and in your lives. All right. Mick Ranger's in the house. Member of the crew. What's up, Mick? How are you? Got a big boy carry today. The Half-Breed Blades Large Bush Folder Gen 2, says Warroom EDC. I love it. Yeah, they do. They do. They put out the Mini Bedlam. They put out the 710 the year prior. I'm hoping that some of our, retro series is paying off. I have another retro series that's going to pop up here in the next 2 weeks, a video. It'll be a fun one. I'm just hoping they grab one of those goodies and put it out this year. Adventure Man's in the house. Platinum Crew member for 30 months. Happy Mother's Day to everyone in here. Clint Crosby in the house as well. What is up, Clint? Thank you, thank you. Mick Ranger, member for 7 months. Hey, it's been an awesome 7 months. Happy, healthy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms. Much love. Thank you, Big Red, for posting up the email. Yeah, definitely, William. Send me an email. Todd Kingery, Platinum Crew member for 30 months as well. Thanks for all you do, Zach. Thank you so much. Yeah, first gen altitude weighs 0.76 ounces. Ohm weighs 1.51. Yeah, that's what I figured in the progression. And then bug out's going to be their lightest folder. And I think the lightest ones, was that 1.7, 1.8 ounces? I think on the FRN, no coated blade, just flat out rocking it. Super lightweight, 1.75 maybe. Chris Rayner, what's up? Good to see you. Stephen Wallace. Mick, happy 5th. Is Mick's birthday? Oh, snap. We got to sing happy birthday to him. Mini Redoubt yet? Not yet. Not yet. I hope they put out like a G10 version like they did with the Freaks, right? You go from that like Grivery weird rubber combo they had, and then they're like, we need to G10 it up, right? Do the Super Mini Freak. I think you're right. They need to do that Mini Redoubt, but they need to switch over and get some G10 action. All right. Let's do this. For the record, I like purple against the Ultim. That looks pretty good, Nick. All right, Mick Ranger, happy 50th birthday. Happy birthday from my lovers to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. All right, that's what you get. Or, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long. Hey! Right? All right. We're good. Just made it back from the home. Made ham and Swiss omelets for Mother's brunch. Yummy, Rory. Rory Calhoun, Gold Class crew member. I saw you here early as well. Thank you so much. Did good on scale swap on video last night, Zach. Thanks, Kicking Up Dust. I appreciate it. Had that little bump with the scale, but obviously Louis called it, and I didn't even look to see, but yes, that inside insert in the middle is spinning. So we'll take that over to Benchmade and see what they say. We'll see if they like parts. we'll test out that Life Sharp, but they're going to be like, no, bring it back. Got to rebuild that knife again. But that's why you keep them, right? William, my Instagram is Zach's_stuff. That's my Instagram. It's also posted in the description of all my videos. So if you look at the description of one of my videos and hit the little expand button, right underneath my email is my Instagram. So that's pretty cool. All right. Scott N is in the house. What is up, Scott N? Platinum crew member, master moderator. Thank you for all you do, Scott. Keeping us organized. KnifeTubeSchedule.com. HTTP, no S, KnifeTubeSchedule.com. Thank you so much. That keeps us all in order. All in order. Okay, let me look at my list. So we talked about a couple things. I do want to give a huge shout out to the crew over at Hogue Knives. Hogue, I had ordered some stuff from Hogue. They were out of one of the items, and so I called them, and I'm like, hey, maybe we could just, swap something, figure something out. They sent some cool little swag things out in addition, so I got a couple of them I put into some stuff for today, so that's pretty cool. Aries EDC in the house. What is up, man? Popping with the homemade goodness there, Aries EDC. Thank you, Big Red, for posting my Instagram link up there. Hit me up on the IG. And now I will say, emails I get to sooner than Instagram, but I try to get to them both. Sometimes things pop up. We've been going through a bunch of budget stuff at work. Shout out to, there's a good core group of people for the budget. You know who you are. Shout out to the budget people. And shout out to those of you who are, how do I want to say it, PC-wise? Fighting the good fight. Let's just say that. So give a shout out to all the people fighting the good fight. Did we get all 4 Moras out to the door? All but one. I had to wait for address confirmation stuff on one of them. So 3 of the packages went out. I had 10 packages that went out this week. The 11th is right here, and it will go out tomorrow with the stuff from today. So, but yes, that's, yeah. Everything went out except for one, and we're rolling. So thank you, Marshall, for donating that. Some very, very deserving people. He's like the Oprah of Mora Knives. Corbin Stewart, how are you? Happy Sunday as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the room. Most definitely. All right, so let's see here. Do we have... Got this going. Yeah, Mick, happy birthday, man. Todd, I need your help on that. So anybody that's a member of the crew, go over and watch the members only video from this week. I pose a very important question related to the blade swap here and a blade swap on a different project. So I need a little bit of direction on that just to help out. And then we did do a blade swap, and that video will be coming out for everybody probably tomorrow. But right now it's viewing only for members. So members of the channel, you can view the blade swap video as well. That was put out last night. And thank you to those of you who have watched it already. And a couple people left comments. Mike Jernak as well. Thank you so much. Happy birthday to the family. God bless you. Godspeed. Chris Rayner, what's up? Man, I wanted to give a shout out to Weehaw. I had the magnet fall out of a mini ratchet, and I contacted them for warranty and asked for some stickers along with it. They sent stickers and a hat too. That's awesome, Chris. Right on. So yeah, shout out to Weehaw customer service as well. They took care of Chris, warranted their product, which is awesome. I like companies that take care of their stuff and honor that. So Stephen Wallace, what's up? Got your twins. Nice. Got the twins with you. Right on, right on. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see here. Kevin Santer's in the house. Remember the crew. We got also, who's jumping in? Karen's here. Remember the crew as well. What's up, Karen? Thank you so much. Joe Solomon says, hey, Zach, late to the carry party. Got the 2025 SHOT Show Freak and Mini Bedlam in Lanyard G10. Laird G10. Gotta say, so far, my 2025 models had the best action out of the box I've ever seen. I'm with you. I'm with you. And on these Mini Adiras, last year and this year, the smoothest and most centered knives I think I've ever had from them, which is awesome. I mean, across the board, full size, the minis, and yeah, the Mini Freak as well. All good ones. All good ones. That's cool, Joe. I'm glad you got it as well. Kathleen is in the house. What is up, Kathleen? How are you? Good to see you as well. Is she here? I saw some people saying hello to Kathleen. There you go. Yeah, Kathleen's here as well. What's up, Kathleen? Henry G's in the house. Remember the crew. Rory says, Zach, what's the knife on the left in the Ultimate Acrylic? The Ultim. This is the Mini Freak. And this is the SHOT Show exclusive from this year. It's a limited edition. It's got that purple coating to the blade. Ultim scales. I've carried it a few times. So far, so good. I haven't put a lot of use to it. A little bit of use. And some pocket carry. I'm probably going to swap out and put the Mini Deep Carry clip on this one. Just because. But it's overall, I mean, the hard part is it's a big price. So you got to like Ultim. You know what I mean? Rolf Robertson, member of the crew. Thank you so much, Rolf. I appreciate that. All right, Rory, let's see. Todd, you can pass down to your grandkids and grandkids. Yes, 100%. Yeah. So it's good. That's good. Peanut butter jelly freak. Ooh, I like that. That's a good idea to call it that. Good call, Marshall. Yeah, I do like the pale blue look on that, but yeah, this one's actually pretty good. And in person, I got the light on it, so it makes it seem a little lighter. But it is darker, and I like the way it blends with the dark gray. It actually looks pretty good, but we may see a blade swap on this one coming soon as well. What's up, Calling Tex? How are you? Remember the crew? Have an awesome day. Most definitely. I was going to go back. We had one thing. Yeah, Rolf Robertson. Join back up to Zach's Daily Carry Crew. And Rolf, you can go and look at those 2 new videos. I will say the blade swap one, it's a little longer of a video. So I appreciate those of you who watched the whole thing. And, you know, it's what it is. Ed's here. Remember the crew. What's up, Ed? Marcus Forbes in the house, carrying my all-premium budget standard Migron Kyrex 2 Black Micarta Satin 14C28N blade steel. I love that. I love that. Neil McKenzie's in the house. What is up, Neil? Good to see you as well. Neil jumping in. Member for 6 months says hello. Thank you, Neil, for supporting. Keeping a convex edge on the SHOT Show Freak will help the Cerakote last longer than a flat edge. Okay, there you go. That's good to know. All the good info we get from so many people in this community. I learn so much all the time. We're just clipping along, right? Clipping along. Now, don't forget, Blade Show Atlanta, 27 days away. June 6th through 8th. June 6th, 7, 8. I won't be there, but I'll be with you in thoughts. Now, let's take a little look at something that has been sent in. Actually, it's something that I picked up. So, let's take a peek. Make sure we get this right. Priority package. Sorry for the OCD fans. We'll put it the right way up. But important. Tape your ends. Thank you for that person who taped this. If you see the tape job, you'll be like, oh, that's me. I know whose that is. But we'll use the Worksharp bug out. If we get the lines right, we'll open it up properly. But sometimes members of the community have a little, what do you want to say, knife sale, which I'll be having shortly. I'm just getting together everything that I want to put in on it. Oh, Larry's going to Blade Show. Nice, on Friday, right on. Dane saying hi to everybody. There's a link to Blade Show right there if you want to get some more deets on it. Oh, we got some fun stuff. I love it. Now, are these the edible ones? Should I try eating one? Picked up a Mora Rombo because I have a problem and lack discipline, says Marshall. Pack Rat's in the house. What's up, Pack Rat? That's too funny. Also, not using the blade will keep it pristine, but hashtag no safe queens. Right. I only have a few safe queens, and they usually generally run around like a 940 or a gold class. But I have several gold classes that I rock. Packing peanuts. I needed a little snack this morning, so that's cool. Thank you for the packing peanuts. Please do not try and eat those. So you're telling me they've been in somewhere else, huh? They're not new? I love it. I do save some of these if they're in good condition so I can repack, so I understand. My favorite gold class? I think the one I use the most that I enjoy and I have fun with is the Bug Out, the gold class Bug Out from 2019. That's the one I probably use the most. Now let's see what we have here. Oh, we got Tarim. Tarim Yusa? Oh, what is this? More packing peanuts. Let's see if there's anything else. Just lots more packing peanuts. I use those, so thank you. We got to keep everything safe on the packing. I appreciate that. They do not taste as good as they smell. Oh, dang it. Okay. I put cheese powder on the packing peanuts. Gave them to one of my clients when I was personal trainer and told them they were protein doodles. Nice, Mick. So I would say, Matt, probably the Bug Out is my favorite. I don't have a 940 gold class. I have the 940 International and some exclusives. Some Tissue's favorite gold class is 757-151 Vicar. Marbled carbon fiber and Damasteel. Okay. I was going to say, yeah, okay. I like the Bug Out because I carry it the most. I like the 945 as well, but I think the Bug Out is better for me because it's got the glow-in-the-dark carbon fiber and C-Tech. Is it C-Tech inlay? That's glow in the dark as well. Okay. Having issues here, so thank you for all the salutations. Sorry if I'm unable to respond. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here. Yeah, Colleen, definitely. He took one bite and I was cracking up. He spit it out. It was funny. Nice, Mick. That's so funny. My gold class 51 is nice, says Marshall. I'm lying. I have no gold class anything. Oh, man. I mean, overall, like, I really like the mini Crooked River stuff as well. But we got packing peanut. All right, we'll put that away. They said I shouldn't eat it. The Maroni's here, gold class. Crew members, how are you? How do I not have a gold class 940? It's just I think the one they did was a long time ago, and I'm trying to go for the other stuff as well. I'm trying to go for that October Knife of the Month one, and that's still pushing $1,000. I found one, so thank you to those of you who have sent stuff to me. There was one that was a pretty decently used one, had some nicks and scars and other stuff on the handles, but they were still pushing over 700 for it, 750, I think. The new Purple Barrage S90V Gold Class just came out. The Purple Barrage S90V Gold Class just came out. Did it? I don't think that one's out yet. Let me look. Hold on. Let me look at my calendar. We got a sweet looking. Oh yeah, the Crooked Rivers, mini Crooked Rivers coming out are pretty sweet. The new bailouts coming out are pretty sweet. They got a new 710, new Osborne 940, new Dacian, the new Loden looks pretty cool. PSK, the new tagged out's pretty nice too. A couple versions of that. Let me see on the other one here. I haven't seen the Crooked River Gold Class yet. Is that what you're talking about? It's a Gold Class in air quotes. Gold Class. Oh, I got you. Gold Class, Mini Crooked River, non-bolstered scales are the best Gold Class scales. I like those. Yep. The full size one, that they did gold class was like $1,500 or something. I'm like, psh. I mean, the 710 one was nice too, but we got some. I don't know if I even have one of these yet. We're gonna have to put this on the bag. This is an exclusive, you guys. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know these existed. Joe Solomon. When is the carbon fiber bailout coming out? Let me look. I think it said August. Carbon fiber bailout. No, July. It'll be in July, I think, is what it looks like on here. I can't show you these, but or maybe the carbon fiber ones in the fall, because the other ones don't look like carbon fiber that come out in July. So maybe, yeah, it looks like the bailouts in the carbon fiber come out in October, in the fall. It is 585 BK-251. All right, you're going to make me look it up. Hold on. 585 BK-251. Benchmade 585 BK-251. Oh, the mini barrage. That just came out? Oh, yeah. I have one of those. Yeah. Yeah, I have one of those. I know what you're talking about. Okay, the mini one. You said barrage, and I was like, full size? I'm like, oh. Full size Bedlam or Proxy Gold Class. I'm in. Take my money. Full size Bedlam. I like that. Help with gadgets in the house. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, so Joe, it looks like October on the carbon fiber ones. Sorry about that. I got messed up with the other ones. We got the swipe right for Dylan sticker. I love that. Thank you, Dylan, for sending that over. That is awesome. We're going to put one of these off to the side. Hint, hint. But most impressive is this wicked Ranger Eye. What do you think? Swipe right for Dylan. Oh, ooh, what is this one? Oh, snap. Got that Dylan Mallory snake sticker logo. Okay. Well, this one's going to go in my bag. Maybe we'll put one off to the side today as well, one of those. Man, we got all the goodies from Dylan. Thank you so much, man. I will put these to work in some giveaways. So that is awesome. But this one's going on my bag. I'm just saying. This one's going on my bag. We'll put it out right here for just a minute. That is really cool. Addicted Blades 2 in the house. What is up? I didn't even not know that these little Ranger Eyes were available. Otherwise, I would have been bothering you a while ago for some stuff. But Dylan was moving a couple things. And I said, I would like to move this to my house, please. It's a TRM. What do you think? Neutron. Look at that scale. Is this a G10? It looks like a G10. A little bit of milling on it. I like that. A little 20 CV. Now I have one of these. I was like, why is it not flipping out? If the scales feel really good. Dylan, I need that. The patch, I mean. I like that. Did you tighten the pivot down? This one's tight. I like it. But very solid. If you don't have one of these, try to get one of these in your collections. Now, I do have the one that is in, this one is the Neutron 2. It's in the 20 CV. And I'll have to get the name of it. It almost looks like a walnut G10. Yeah, very crispy, very clean indeed, Mouse. Made in the U.S. Great people. I have a few of their knives. Picked up the Bulldog and carbon fiber. Blade West. Also went, I have the Shadow. What is the other ones? I have a Neutron. I have an Atom. I have that titanium version of each of the Shadow and the Neutron 2. Other side of the box. Boa G10. I don't see. Oh, no. That's the cancer warning for California. Either way, it's the Boa G10. Okay, that's what it looks like. That's what I was like, dude, it's got some sick looking colors in it. So it's the BOA G10. This one's got a decent clip, deep carry. I mean, it's got this standard, you can flip over and get so many different clips for these, which is awesome. But yeah, TRM makes some great knives. I love it. Oh, that's all good, Dylan. It's all good, man. Yeah, this is a beautiful one. He was letting it go from his collection. I was like, I need one with the G10. And the G10 was awesome. And I'm like looking and I'm like, yeah, they do some beautiful, almost like just a pass of like micro milling on it. Real thin pass. And they're just gorgeous. They're lightweight. This is probably what, 2.5 ounces, I think, or so is what it feels like. But pretty incredible. Nice thin ones. I mean, thin comparison to the bug out. I mean, it's thin. I would say almost a smidge thinner than the bug out. But you can see size-wise, pretty darn comparable. Awesome stuff. So, it's always good to just take a peek and see what people have. I had that money sitting around for my 940, and I got the messages on one of them that was out in the wild for sale, and I was like, oh. And then, I talked with the one person who was selling them, and I was like, it's still a little high. Like, used in that condition, I just had to be honest. Like, I wouldn't even be paying $500 for a used one like that. And the original was like $150, I think. $155 from Benchmade. I understand it's, 20 plus years old, or 25, 24 and a half years old. But overall, like, it's standard aluminum with 154 cm. And it's a collector series knives, and I would have it for the same reason. Now, if I could find a user that was like, I don't know, $300 for a user, I would probably pay for that just to get it and use it. So I still got my eye out there. If you guys see it, let me know. Like our TRMs, you can change the scales. Yeah, just those 2 screws, you can put some new scales on it. They make and sell scales on their website over at TRM, which is pretty cool. Which would you recommend between the Mini Grip and the Mini Freak? Okay. Good question. So Mini Freak, this is, of course, not the standard edition, but let's take a peek at this one. Let me take a little bit closer look. See if I have a more standard version of these. So let's get some Mini Freaks out here. Let's get maybe some Mini Grips out here so we can do some comparisons real quick. Now, me personally, that's a tough question. Between the two, I am very torn. I'm very torn between the Mini Grip and the Mini Freak. I'm very torn. Most of my knives, if they're a good production model, will stay that way. But sometimes you got to dress them up, We have this exclusive one. This was the one. I gave a lot of these away. I probably gave 6 or 7 of these away in giveaways over the last year. The 20 CV Mini Grip, the dark blue Grivery FRN scales. Got this one all dialed up with the Death Grip micro milling carbon fiber. I've also gone Rogue Blade Works and put some G10 on some of the original Mini Freaks. Blue clip. It works really well, the G10. I like the micro milling, thin it out just a smidge. I would have to say the one that I carry most out of these two is probably the Mini Grip. Now, I was trying to find my Mini Freak, my Mini Super Freak, but it is hidden right now. I'm not sure where it's at. But the Mini Super Freak, I actually carry that one about the same amount as I carry the Mini Grips. Now, if you had to choose between the two, you're going to look at size-wise, right? Let's take original and original. Size-wise between the two real quick. Overall, you can see if you go pivot to pivot, you got a little bit longer handle on the Mini Freak than the Mini Grip. And then blade-wise, pretty close to comparable, a little less. thickness, a little bit thicker on the Mini Freak, so it kind of fits a little better in the hand. But I would say if you're going budget, Mini Grip, if you got a couple extra bucks to spend, get the Mini Super Freak. Or if you want to spend a few more than that, get one of these limited edition ones. I've seen a few of these still out in the wild there at dealers. But overall, I would probably choose the Mini Grip. And that's just only because I carry it more often than the Mini Freak, because it's a little thinner, and gosh darn it, I just love the thumb hole. Now, if you wanted to go thumb stud version of the Mini Grip, I would choose the Mini Freak. So does that tell you anything? I don't know. Hopefully it does a little bit. Kane Miranda, member of the crew jumping in. No bowl reviews. Blade Walker, member of the crew. Both of them are in the house. Martial Law with the hashtag reverse giveaway donation. Thank you so much, Marshall. I appreciate that. I'm not a fan of the Mini Freak, says Scott. Stock scales, Mini Super Freak, and full-size Freak are great. They are 100%. Derek for Reals in the house says, Zach Stuff, I made it. Sorry I'm late. I was fighting with Amazon. LOL. Oh, man, good luck. Battling a giant there. Joe says, love my Mini Griptilian. Yeah, and for me, it's about the deployment, right? And maybe it's the blade shape on the stock Griptilians. I have a couple. I don't think any of them are close by. Because like even the ones I have here have holes. Even the horizontal or more oval holes, before they worked out a little thing with the Spidey holes. Gosh, where's my full-size grip that I hammer on all the time? I don't know. It's hiding somewhere. But that one, you really get a good idea. I was trying to find a Mini Grip version. It's funny, too, because, like, looking at my Mini Grips in my drawer here, like, even the orange one has a hole. Like, that's the route I try to go. I found one without a hole. So, here's a good example. So, this one right here, this was the Cabela's exclusive. They did a full-size and a mini with the different scale, kind of the inverted texture pattern on the handle. And I like it, but it's just, I don't know, for some reason, I really like the hole, right? I like that whole version. I mean, you guys pick two, but if I was only stuck with this version, this is like 551, I think, or no, I'm sorry, the 556, the minis, the 551 is the full size. I would choose the Mini Freak. I would choose the Mini Freak over the Mini Grip with the thumb studs. That's just me. All right. Kevin Sanders says, thanks, Zach. I'm looking to buy the first Benchmade to keep for myself. And now I guess I have to buy one of each. It's all good. You know, buy what you can afford and enjoy it. That's where I'm at right now. Making my decision on stuff I'm bringing out of my collection to sell. There's going to be some good deals because, you know, I don't inflate any of my stuff. I sell it for what I pay. And then shipping. I do priority shipping on everything. Stacy Bolster Blades, Master Moderator in the house. How are you, Stacy? Happy Mother's Day to everyone here. And to all your mothers, if they're still here. If they are not, blessings to you and your family, 100%. The Super Freak with the aftermarket scales looks so good. Yeah, the aftermarket scales are great. Rogue Blade Works does some good ones on the Mini Freak. I have a couple sets. I have the black. You can see the milling right there. I have the blue. I have the jade and carbon fiber. I now have a problem. My name is Zach. I have a Benchmade problem. That's what it is. Big Jimpin. Chris says, a nice clean round hole. Giggity. Hashtag flossy. Yep, 100%. All right. Let's see here. Happy Mother's Day, everyone, says Blade Walker. Big Jimpin says, yeah, my only Mini Grip is a 20 CV with the gray blue G10 drop point, first production, but I wish I bought the sheep's foot one. Yeah, those are nice. I like the, you know what I mean? I have a problem too. Zach says, hola. Yeah. I do like the stock gray and blue layered G10. It's just a base layer. It's not milled in like the Rift and some of the other stuff that we've seen from Benchmade over the years. But they have some really cool models that they could upgrade with just some scales, you know. Throw on some cool G10 on the Mini Freak. You don't need to coat all the blades, just my personal opinion. But, you know, we send out as many positive thoughts as we can to Benchmade, and we see what sticks, right? All right. Where did I put all that stuff from Dylan? Where did I put all that? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I just want to put all this stuff back so I don't lose it. Put it all in the bag. Keep it fresh for everybody. G-Man W. What is up? All right. But that's the thing that I got to talk about is going through everything for my Benchmade sale, for my knife sale. There'll be other brands in there as well. But really looking at what do I collect? What do I keep and use? And what can I just part ways with? It's about that time. And I will have an official count before I do the sale. I know I've done the last couple sales, sold probably a dozen knives over the last year, and I don't have them to count anymore, right? So they don't count in the collection, but the others will. And I think overall, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of what that number is going to be. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see here. It is hard. Giggity. All right. We got an awesome thing sent to the channel from our friends at Worksharp. And they came out with a new knife. It's called the RMX, the Remix, and it stands for Replaceable Mechanism Exchange. You can go from manual to auto. They got all the tools in here. I have not opened it up yet. It is still sealed. This one is the drop point version in gray and M390. They did include this parts tray made of a silicone, and I do have to say, this is heavy. Big Red, you can attest, this tray is heavy duty. So good to keep all your parts in. Pretty cool. Now this is launching Blade Show Atlanta. It'll be on the website June 6th for sale with Worksharp. Now they did say price is going to be under $200. That's awesome. There's also going to be some other things available if you get in on the first purchases. They've just kind of put that out there. Thank you, Big Red, for the link for Worksharp. The best way to deal with those thoughts, Zach, is to ignore them. Yep. So this is kind of a cool one. So they have not talked about the OEM publicly. So I'm not going to put that out there. But this is something they've been working on. They're putting it together. It's a fun one. But let me look at, I was going to look at the one piece of paper thing that they provided, because they did talk about, you going to try to turn it automatic? Yeah, 100%. Let's see here. They will have the trays available on the website to purchase while supplies last when they launch this June 6th. So definitely check that link that Big Red just posted. Keep it up in your tabs. Set a date. Now they do have a couple models out here that they're going to be providing. Full-size reverse tanto, a drop point full-size, a compact drop point in gray, and then the two full sizes in gray as well. And this one looks like it is the gray. So we'll open it up. We'll get it going and see what we can do. But this will be fun. So we'll put our tray up here for a minute. We got to use the Worksharp bug out. And I wonder if we can lift. We'll probably just have to cut it. Nice clean cut. Got that sharp bug out on point. Have a good day and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I am heading out to go down to my daughter's house. All right, Kathleen, happy Mother's Day. Have fun. 100% enjoy your day. Derek For Real says, do you think they're going to have some at Blade Show? Yes, I believe they will. That is their goal. So I think Blade Show Atlanta, you're going to have some fun with it. Now, it says, for over 50 years, Worksharp has been sharpening edges. Ooh, got a little coupon. All right. We'll share that coming up. 100%. Got your use and care manual. Got the bearing, the manual pivot alignment slot. Oh, we got some fun. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We got the blade itself, the knife itself. We got a little tab like the old Benchmade Axis one. Keeps your scales from getting scratched up during shipping. Now, I think right now, yeah, it's just in manual mode. It's how they ship it. But I think overall, we need to test out something. I think we need to test out how sharp it is, right? Right? I do not have a best tester, so we cannot do that. But the only thing about this auto manual Worksharp is you have to press the button to unlock when it's in manual. Yeah, I think that's probably a detent issue, right? When it's closed, it's locked when it's closed. Easy to deploy in that fashion. I like the little milled out area with the Worksharp logo inside of it right there. Little deep carry clip. Kind of recessed. Just kind of cool. It's got, looks like a torque screw in there. It's the gray version. Looks like you can swap this over, maybe. So you can do right or left-handed carry. Pretty cool. Big pivot mechanism here. But this is 01-201. All right. Top Dog 8762 in the house. Says, I'm in. Late, but I'm in. Nice, nice. Platinum crew member, master moderator. It's meeting all my standards for sharpness. Let's see if we can go super thin. Started super thin. So it's giving you a little super thinness. I like that. Don't get your fingers in the way. Hashtag move those fingers. All right, I think we're satisfied with that. I think we're good with that. We got some toys and tools in here. Let's see what we got here. We got a little spring. We got some cage bearings, another little spring, another little torque screw and O-ring. Okay. We got a little tool here. A little tool. And we got a new mechanism. Mechanism. All right, so should we read the instructions or just go for it? What's up, Split and Slices? Platinum crew member, master moderator, how are you? Wonder whether they use their own sharpening products to put the edges on knives. That's a good question. That is a good question. I'll have to figure that out. I'll talk to him, answer some of those questions. Because you have to press the button when manual and release the blade. Yeah, so to release the blade, you do have to push the button down. It won't come out. As hard as I pull, it won't come out. So that's kind of cool. I'm guessing that's an issue with the pivot design because it's swappable. They probably weren't able to put a detent in there. So let's find out. So we'll put some parts in here real quick. Let's open it up. Whoa! Shiny edge though, shiny edge. Looks like it does have a blade coating on it. So we'll need to figure out some information on all this. Need some more deets. All right, learn by watching the video, okay? They want you to tape the edge, little painter's tape. Open blade and cover the cutting edge with masking tape for safety. Use the provided tool to remove the pivot screw. Set aside for later. Do not remove the black pivot. Oh, I'm sorry, the back pivot or blade. So take it apart like this. Don't remove the back pivot or blade. Remove the manual pivot and bearing as shown. These can be put away and are not needed for auto function. Tip, push the pivot screw once loose to help unseat and remove the pivot and bearing. Okay. Tips, keep the blade open, lock position, secure the button lock blade. Front bearing not required when installing the auto pivot. Bearing is only required for manual. Okay, okay. Alignment slot. Attach auto pivot to wrench tool. Align 1 and 2 markers to alignment slots. Set the auto pivot with wrench tool handle arrow 3 o'clock. Jeez. While maintaining light pressure on the wrench tool and handle, Rotate the auto pivot clockwise, position 1 or position 2. See examples of faster blade pull and slower blade pull. Okay. Okay, well, I guess let's get into it, right? All right. Should we tape the edge? Let's risk it. Let's risk the biscuit, right? All right. So overall, this looks like a standard thing. Can we do it by hand? Oh, yeah, we can do it by hand. Okay. So we'll remove the screw. Remove the pivot screw, set aside for labor. Do not remove the back pivot or blade. Okay, so we're only removing, oh, this is already coming out. So don't remove the back pivot, just the screw, okay? Set that aside. It's got some Loctite on there, but it obviously didn't Loctite down because that came out pretty easy. So it says don't remove this back one, but it wants to come out big time. All right, tappy tappy, that popped out. The bearings are there, perfect. You only need the bearings for certain activities. And what does this say? Do we just insert this whole thing? I think we need to take that screw out. All right, let's take that screw out. Remove the manual pivot and bearing as shown. Put those away. Push the pivot screw. Yeah, we already got that. Attach the auto pivot to the wrench tool. Auto pivot to the wrench tool. Like this. There we go. Okay. That's what they're talking about. Line the pivot wrench tool 1 and 2 markers to align slots inside the auto pivot as shown above. Oh, geez, I don't know. Where do we put those in? This one's already scratched up. There we go. Shoot. Looks like it only aligns that fashion, so I think we're good. So then, to install, set the auto pivot with the wrench tool into handle with arrow at 3 o'clock install position. Do we have an arrow? I just have 1, 2, and 3. Uno, dos, tres. It looks like the 1 is pointed towards, well, there's 2 ones. Wait, that's an arrow. Okay, that's an arrow right there. Got it. Okay. Okay. And then it says, sorry, I'm not looking at the comments right now. Sounds like a key instructions. Pretty flat for a knife guy. Watch spring yeet itself onto space. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Check the windage. Hold on. All right, we're good. Arrows to the right of the eye. Yeah, I saw that. They both look like things, and I'm like, I'm trying to look through the camera to do it, and then all of a sudden I had peeked to the side. So I'm like, okay. So we got that there. And so it says, set the auto pivot with wrench tool in hand with arrow at 3 o'clock, install position. So like this. Okay. Arrow at 3 o'clock. Got it. I think that's pretty close to 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Got it. While maintaining light pressure on the wrench tool into the handle, rotate the auto pivot clockwise to position 1 or position 2. Let's do 2. I think. Right? Yeah, position 2. I like that. Okay. And is there more instructions? Oh, there is more. I was like, now what do we do, friends? Stop and reference alignment slot locations in image. Step 4, verify auto pivot is flush to handle. Was keyed under tab. I guess. Okay, so it says that we need to make sure that's underneath there. It doesn't look like it's set properly, so I'm gonna try it one more time. I want to make sure I got pressure on that. Okay. So we're gonna put that. Wait a second. Hold on. Popped off my little markers here. Okay. So arrow goes in here. Then we turn it to there. And then we turn it to let's have some fun. Okay. Then it says, while pinching it together, install your screw. This could be fun. We'll see. I don't know if I have it correct. We'll find out. I don't know if I have it correct or not. Nope. I don't have it correct. We'll put it down here for blade safety. I don't want stuff popping out all crazy. I think I got to get it underneath the tab, is what it seems like. Thanks for bearing with me on the first one. Does it have 3-round burst? I hope so. Yeah, you can turn it up to 11, which is awesome. So I think overall, I don't have this seated underneath. Whoops. I was not supposed to take the back one off. Stand by. Oh, shout out to the whole family. All right, well, we got the whole thing apart. All right, let's see if we can put this back together. I think that's why they're like, bro, don't take this apart. Leave that one there. But the bad part is the Loctite on this one is preventing the screw from coming out. There we go. Let's get that Loctite out of there. So I don't like the pre-done Loctite. It's like, come on now. All right. So we'll put that. We'll put this one back in here because I didn't like this one. There we go. There we go. Start over again. Gosh darn it. Sorry about that. All right. Well, this is half the fun. Oh, the button came out. Well, that's fun. It's even more fun. All right, let's see here. I don't even know if the button's in the right position now. Oh, and the spring came out too. Gosh darn it. That's why they said don't take that off. You guys weren't watching my back. Almost time for dinner. Nice. All right, so we got to figure out how to get this in with the spring now. Put this back on. And I think I've lost something here. What did I lose on the button here? I think I got to reset the button. Hold on. Because I lost tension on that button. Hashtag reverse engineering. I like it. Thank you, Marshall. I'll give you a little blowhorn here in a second. You were watching the whole time? All right. Well, for some reason, I might have to figure out how this button goes back in. It's not setting back in. And that's going to pose a problem when we try to build it. So I'm glad I did this live. Makes it more fun for everybody. I wonder if I twist it once it's in there. No, it looks pretty standard. Because it's got a milled out section right here. The blade probably does hold it in. Yeah, good call. All right, let's put the blade back in. The blade holds it in. Probably right there with that. Maybe we'll get the blade in. They're like, Zach, you're not supposed to take it apart, bro. The instructions say literally, don't do it. Okay, let's push it down. Oh, that blade's not holding in there. It's got a spot for the blade right there, but it's not holding it in. You know what I mean? Once you figure it out, what's up, Waylon? Remember the crew? Mimo's in the house. Remember the crew? How are you, Mimo? Jason Ferriani. All right, so overall, I think the blade does hold it in, as you guys have explained. Let me make sure I'm not missing any parts or anything. I don't see anything. I see the locking tab here now on this portion of it. Well, shiver me timbers. This is Big Red's like, dude, this is exactly why I didn't pull it apart last night. So I'm wondering. Okay, so that's why you, okay, so you got to do it when it's open. So we'll put it in here like this. Yep, that holds it right there. That's why. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Just double checking all my specs. The specs on the rotary girder. So, okay, so blade holds it in. Got to do it when it's open. Right here, it's going to hold it in there. That's why they say don't take the bottom one off. Okay, perfect. Let's get this reseated. That's why they say tape the blade. Goofballs. Especially those of you who want to take it apart all the way. Okay. Let's see if we can hold this in. Put the bottom stuff back in together. There we go. Perfect. Doesn't come out. Nope. Okay. Okay. So we got it temporarily back together. Woo-wee. All right, let's get this figured out. Okay. So the arrow goes at 3 o'clock, pointed towards the button. Oops. This magnet must be off a little bit. Just kidding. It's the rotary specs on the girder alloy removal tool. There we go. Make sure we get all this. Put it together. And boom. We got ourselves a functioning knife. All right, Blade Walker. Sounds good. Have fun. You hear the springs. That didn't work. All right, let's try it one more time. All right. Yep, he feels good about it now. Lackluster. Yep. Saw it here first. Okay. So that's doing good. Let's read the first part of the instructions to make sure we have it lined up properly. That's what we're missing. So we install it. Oh, so the 1 is by the button. Okay. So the 1's by the button. 2 for the show. 3 to get ready. Go, kitties, go. So we want the arrows here, but the 1 it should be here instead of the arrow. There we go. Come on now. Man, I just don't know where that spring's supposed to rattle in. Alignment slot with 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 should have an alignment slot. Alignment slot, 1 and 2 right there. Well, there we go. Okay. And then we want the 1 to be here. Wow. Okay, well, fumbling around. We have to trick Lefty into disassembling one of these. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can hear it, the tension on it. So it says alignment slots on this are right here, and this is where 1 and 2 should be. So it's there, right? Lined up with the alignment slot. And then when you look at the install, it says the 1 should be by the button, the arrow should be at 3 o'clock. So this 1 should be by the button right here, and the arrow at 3 o'clock. And then it just says to turn. Position 1 or position 2. But it's not locking in there. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. I'm trying everything it says to do, but my button's coming out now. Come on, button. Just get in the hole. This is fun. Fun with friends. Fun with friends and their knives. So I don't know. I'm wondering if this, there we go. Do I have to hold that in too? Okay, hold on. And there's a lot of pieces to this. And I'm sure there's an easier method to it, and I'll have to watch one of those videos. I just thought we could just do it, right? Do it. Okay, so 1 goes with the button right here, but it's not lining up. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. The alignment slots. 1 and 2. 1 goes by the button. Okay, that is how it says, but it's not seating on the back side. It's not seating. There we go. Even that tension, it won't seat and sit. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. It's not working, y'all. It's not working, y'all. Well, it's definitely the nut behind the wheel. All right, guys and dolls, splitting slices. Need a shower before the big Mother's Day dinner. All right, man, take care. We're going to give it one more college try. So we have our button in here that just popped out again, which is why they said, don't take it apart, Zach, all the way. It's probably some super secret thing to get in the button reset. But I think you just push it in and like, it should be locked in. But in my opinion, it should be down all the way first. There we go. Because that button wasn't that high when we were messing with it the first time. All right, let's get the button reset properly. Hold on. So buttons in, blades in, blades not locking in that budget spot, even right there. There we go. That's locked in good there, but we need to get the pivot in at the bottom. So I can see how, I mean, it's kind of like with, you know, spring assisted knives and other stuff, like you're just not getting that placement, and it's all how you do it, right? It's all how you're going to make sure it happens. But there is plenty of like fun that you can do. There's obviously got to be a trick for the button. Have I tried to turn it off and turn it on again? No, I need to do that. Yeah, and I hope the blade doesn't come flying on my hand. That would not be a good day. So let's see if we can get this reset. Yeah, for some reason, that button does not want to stay in its hole. Let's see here. Okay, it's Not coming out now. Got to hold it all together. So alignment slots 1 and 2. Let's get it reattached. One and 2. Perfect. And then it says attach the pivot 1 and 2, lining up with the markers. Slots inside, auto pivot as shown. And you align it with the 1 at the button. So there's the 1 at the button right there. Everything's in. Turn it once. It won't turn a second time. And it's not staying together. So, yeah. There's got to be more to the story somewhere. Yeah, it fits in. It just doesn't want to turn once I get it back. So I guess I'm going back to the drawing board, huh? Because these alignment holes, gosh darn it, I want to get it working. That's the weirdest part. Like, it'll spin once and it fits in there, but then it doesn't. It's like, nope, we're not going to align properly. Well, shiver me timbers, matey. 1 and 2. 2 should be right there. 1 should be right there. And literally, like, as you can see, the 1 goes at the button, the 2 goes towards the pin hole there. So let's try it that way. That's what we've been doing, but we'll try it this side. Somebody else is like, dude, I've already figured this out. You just need to do it properly. And that's the weird thing. Like, it'll spin once, but then it comes right out. See, that's why I'm like, there's got to be something else that I'm missing. Because that's the proper alignment, right? 2 goes towards this hole. 1's at the button. That's what it says here. Clock it after inserting it. Yeah. Kazoo edging. Jinja Fisher 75. You clock the spring which way? After inserting it? Well, it's got to catch. The spring's got to catch right here. You know what I mean? So maybe you got to insert that into the spring hole. Maybe we got to insert that into the spring hole. Yeah, that won't spin at all. Because it doesn't have anywhere else for the spring to go. And your alignment tabs are 1 and 2. But it's wanting you to, like, spin it. But it doesn't twist at all once it gets into that spot. So I'm assuming the spring's supposed to go into that hole. But it won't let you line it up that way when you're doing that. You reset my alignment numbers. I'm going to push all this together. This is very frustrating, and I guess maybe that's why you got to watch those videos first, because there's probably if you mess it up, here's how you fix it. Nope, it's not doing it at all. All right, well, let me see if even the manual stuff will go back in. Imagine that just goes with the alignment tab there. Man, talk about frustrating, huh? Well, I'm sorry. Man, frustrating. This is gold. So it still works in that fashion, manual, but we're going to do it one more. What's up, Derek, for real? Be a VGNR, how are you? This is gold, yeah. I'm back from 6 hours in the future. Zach still hasn't gotten it? Nope. So, all right. So we're going full on We're going to take everything apart. We got all our parts out. That's our auto base. That's our manual base. That's our blade. So we'll get our blade set. We'll get the button and the spring in there. Try to set this. We'll do it one more time. And then Zach's going to watch some videos today and learn how to do this. And then I'll do it like easy, breezy, beautiful when I'm on camera, right? All right. So this should hold everything. That should fit together. But now the button's coming out because the button needs to be a little more like this. Yeah, you wouldn't keep me when you're down? No way. Thank you, guys. And hopefully Worksharp's not watching. I didn't invite him, but I'm not going to turn it that way. Because if I turn it that way, then I'm going to get poked. Okay. But now my button's still not locking in. Come on, man. Maybe that's not supposed to be on that side. Looks like it, though. Is that my problem? Maybe it's supposed to be in here. Maybe they're in here. Maybe that's been my whole problem. Do you think that's been my whole problem? Washer's not in there properly? Watch, that's what it's been. But it's got to ride on something on this side, right? Because this side, it's going to ride on that. Because that one has the, have we gone in? Bearings only required for the manual version. Well, we're about at the frustration point. So maybe we don't need those at all? I don't know. Maybe we don't use them at all. I don't know. It's got to ride on something though, right? Or maybe it just rides on itself. Maybe that's what's been the whole problem. But this button won't lock in though. Yeah, that button's still not locking in. All right, well, that's the parts tray for the whole thing of parts. I guess it's time for a video. Gosh darn it. Yeah, it gets on your nerves a little bit. Back to Benchmades, yeah. I mean, overall, this is what I get for opening it live, not watching the video on how to do it, because it would probably tell you, don't touch this, don't touch that, you know. But look for a video on this coming out soon, and we'll put it together properly. But they give you a parts tray. Release on these is June 6th. Also online at worksharp.com and Blade Show. Well, that's the most disappointing way to end your live stream. Gosh darn it. Frustration is real. Maybe that's why they made this so heavy, so you don't throw it with all the frustration. I don't know. All I've done is get lube all over my hands, all over the handles, the blade. That's the only thing I've really been able to do with this. I mean, overall, though, I think these are supposed to be on the blade here somewhere, in my opinion. But it says that they're not needed. But I'd imagine it's got to ride on something, right? And these, I think, need to go in the track. Am I convincing myself to try it one more time? Maybe. All right. Where's the spring? Stuck to the magnet. Everybody's like, Zach, come on, bro. The spring has to fit on that side. Yeah, the spring's on this side right here. The button's milled out to go with the circumference of the milled out area for here. This has to go in here and lock in. So it's the button's locked into the blade. Now it's not. It's locked in right now. And if we put this bottom piece in here, it's not going to lock in until you do that. And then the button comes out. So it's almost like you have to have it a little bit off. Like that. So there's just like that little hair. But then the button comes all the way out if you go all the way up. So if we don't mess with it, let's do our quick alignment. Quick alignment tool. 1s and 2s. Let's try it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work because that's going to ride right on that bearing. But maybe that's what we need. So with the picture, I know, one more time. The 1 is at the button, the 2's at the little hole up there. So 2's at this hole, button's at this one. You can see my button already popped way up. Let's push it down. Well, let's turn it. Push it down, try to lock it in there. That's the hard part. Like the minute you do anything, that button comes out. So let's try to do it and unlock totally. 1s and 2s, 2's at this one. No, it's not working. It's not wanting to work. It doesn't like that bearing in there. But it's gotta be in there. Whoa. Did you see that? All right. That tells me it's time to quit on live. Okay, well, that spring launch brought to you by Worksharp and their remix, the RMX, coming out June 6th. We'll have some redemption on it. I'll do a members only video this afternoon or this evening or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Only Chinese children's hands can assemble, says Douglas. Need one with the hole on the back. Yeah, that's how it goes. So, yay. All right, well, forget this stuff. I chipped your tooth. Yeah, here's my thing. Overall, if I watch the video and it's super simple to put back together, great. But if this is something that you're going to have to deal with if it comes apart because something fell out the back, because maybe you didn't have the right amount of pressure on it, and it's hard to put it back together if there's not some little trick that's not in the instructions, other than watching a video, then there's an issue with that. While pinching both front and back pivots together, remove the wrench tool from the auto pivot and use it to screw and lightly tighten the screws which both pivots remain fully seated in the handle. There's no thing about how to put it back together if the other stuff comes apart. You have all your pieces, but it says the bearing's not needed when you're in the auto one. I don't know. So, I don't know. Jury's still out, but the jury's frustrated and needs a lunch break. All right, let's move on. I know, Mike. I'll scan that code, watch a video right after this, and it'll be like, boom. And I'll be like, all right, I need to put another video out. I'll just hit the live button again. We'll go live real quick. I'll just show you how to put it all back together. Thank you, Waylon. All right. Here's where we're at. We're going to do a giveaway. I know, Ron. Yeah, I need to take a breather 100%. I let my Auto ZT sit for 6 months before I tried it again. Yeah. And that's the hard part. What's up, EP Willis? There's no bearings in that diagram. Well, they're part of the... When you look at the diagram, they have the cage bearings right here. Right? On both of them. But when they talked about it, the auto pivot spring tab slot right here, I was trying to align up with that and then twist it in there, but it wasn't working right. So I'll watch the video, see what they say, go from there. Maybe it's super simple. Maybe it doesn't lock in itself. Maybe you have to actually like set it in there like they're talking about, just that one twist, and then pinch it together and hold it, and then put your screw in to lock it all in. I don't know, but it only let me rotate it once. It didn't let me rotate it twice, like it said for softer and stronger deployment. Yeah, it helps a lot. I just don't like to show stuff. I wanted to do it unplanned, right? I wanted to be like, let's open it live. Let's see if we can do it live. Well, we can't following the instructions because I don't know how to put everything back together on the other side. So I'll watch the video. I'm sure there's a really easy explanation to do it. Done. What's up, Will B? Platinum crew member, master moderator. I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's cool. Everybody likes it. Everybody talks about it that's had it. Coolest thing since sliced bread. We'll see. But I don't know if I want to carry around a toolkit and all these parts and have stuff fly out like that button did and the spring on the daily. That's just me. I'm just kidding. Here's our giveaway stuff for today. Log and Jotter. We got the awesome Sharpie Z-Grip pen. Brand new with the blue ink. I love it. Let's put it up here. We'll put the Sharpie there. We got the Till Valhalla Project bracelet. Thank you, Malice, for donating that. We got all sorts of swag and fun stuff. Shout out to Hogue Knives. We got the patch going on. I placed an order for all that stuff from Hogue. They sent some extras. We got the Zach stuff. DSKFS blue card in the house. Got those made up by Bluminati Ninja. Pocket razors. The Ranger Eye going on. I love it. We got some Zach stuff swag. The holographic DSKFS on point as always. And let's talk about all the other swag that we got going on here. We'll do a quick drop of it all. But we got the OCD for EDC flag, Ranger Eye. We got the big red EDC Saturday knife live Ranger Eye. Can only win those, just saying. You get the DSKFS horizontal Ranger Eye. Swiggity swag. Yep. Don't try false setting a Starlink internet system by following their instructions. They're even worse than this. Oh my gosh. And of course, you got that Saturday Night Live from Big Red EDC. You got some Dark Water as well. So we got Dark Water, SKL from Big Red. We got Bluminati and Twisted Sis. I'm glad I could entertain you with trying to manipulate that Worksharp RMX. The Glow Rhino sticker swag. Some more Glow Rhino. A little more Big Red EDC for you. That Crow's Blade and Woodworks. If you haven't, check them out over there. The Mad Yako as well. Blasting out some awesome hanks. The Pocket Razors EDC Adventures. Split and slices with that strawberry cheesecake. We got the Rob's Nerdy Knives. Want your Kazoo salute? He's on Monday nights for a bit. Crow's Blade and Woodworks, the holographic version. Hogue sent out some of their Hogue hunting stickers, which is awesome. The regular Hogue ink sticker and logo. And of course, what we like to order from them, the Hogue OTF stickers as well. We got a little Benchmade sticker popping in there. Got a little OCD for EDC flag swag. Of course, the OCD for EDC, let's get high centered on pelvic bone. Journey Tool Co. sticker. We get the NY Blade EDC skunk sticker. Don't let that knife defeat you. You can do it. I know. I'm going to watch that stupid video the minute we get done. Worksharp sticker. Benchmade, proudly built in Oregon City sticker. Their GPS coordinates. Shine brighter from our friends at Dutch Bros. Of course, the River's Edge cutlery swag as well. Has some arc form swag. Little SMKW Sasquatch swag. Got that EDC Specialties holographic sticker. Some good people down there. Of course, our Therapeutic Edge and Ohio Blade and Cutlery swag. Going on today. Venture 50, member for 4 months. We got Martial Law 123 with a little super chat saying, wait for it. Next week on Zach Stuff Live, IKEA Furniture Assembly. Yes, Ginger Fisher 100%. Throw it out the window, LO, JK. I'd reset the manual mode, just retry again. Yeah, I have the manual mode. Like I said, I assembled it back with the manual mode. All good, right? All good, all was even, fair. All right, let's get something. What do we want to give away today? I didn't even pick out anything sharp or pointy. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I tried to turn it back off and back on again. It worked when it was off, but when I turn it back on, no. Oh, I'm sorry, Ed. That's no fun. Give away a Benchmade? All right. My offer stands, Zach, says Dylan. If you need something for a giveaway. Oh, I appreciate that. I think we'll chat here this week. 100%. I got a Benchmade right here that we could probably give away. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Some assembly required. Yeah, 100%. Oh, no. Knocking stuff over. That's what it is. Let's make sure we have what we have in here. All good. Frustration level is probably about a 7. Probably about a 7. It's all good. But hey, it's what it is, right? It's what it is. Like I said, I'll probably do a separate video just showing how to do it. And we'll go from there. Big Red EDC, shout out to Zach Stuff for being much braver than I was. Thank you, Big Red. It's one of those things. But there's the giveaway rules. Big Red posted up. Thank you, Big Red, for doing that. Giveaway rules. One guess only. Close without going over. One account only. Ties go to second round. U.S. address is only for shipping. Moderators and Zach's screen will be final. Okay. We have something picked out for the giveaway. Something sharp and pointy. We got a bunch of swag here. We're going to throw that into the giveaway as well. And we're going to take another deep breath. What's up, Amronis? Yeah, just chilling. I love it. Deep cleanse, breathe in. Count for 5. Hold for a count of 5. Exhale, count of 5. 100%. But overall, for me, that is the simple part of the frustration of a new knife, right? I know like some of the knives that came out, like with Kaiser, they're like, hey, you can adjust the Omega springs. You can move them, little tighter tensions. You take the scale off, you move the spring, put the scale back on, you're good to go. It should be simpler if the button comes out. I really hope there's a simple fix. And like I said, if it's something crazy simple, you may see me just like kick back on a live stream and do it simple real quick. We'll see. James Alt, member for 15 months. You can do it. Zach, Calm Blue Oceans. Member for 15 months. Gold Class crew member. Thank you, James. Be like, you can do it. Woosa. Yeah, rubbing the ears. Woosa, woosa. And here's my thing. That's a frustration because they want you to watch the video. That's the importance of watching the video when you first do it. You know, here's the mechanism overall. It's really simple. You got your washers on both sides, the manual mode. It's easy to go. But when we're doing it, I'm just having a question with this. We had the alignment stuff set up, but it only let me do it once or twice. The only thing I'm coming into is when we're looking at number 7, it's talking in 8, it's talking about pinching it both together. So I'm just curious if when it's aligned in that, it doesn't lock in, like it's just open. That's where you want it. You keep it there. You're setting the spring by doing that. And then you basically insert your screw on the other side. I'm guessing that's what I'm missing. I'm guessing it's the pinching it together instead of me wanting to think it's going to lock in place and then insert your screw. So we may try it when we're done. We may try it when we're done with the giveaway. Those of you who are here for the giveaway, shout out to the giveaway squad. But overall, I think we can probably give it one more try, I think. All right. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, no way. All right, make a drink of water. Turn that frown upside down, says Malice. 100% we can do it. Thank you, Malice, for the inspiration and the super chat. I love it. Thank you, Top Dog, for the support. Okay, let's get some paper. Let's write down a little fun thing that we like to call a range for our numbers game. One guess only. Close without going over. Ties go to second round. One account only. U.S.'s address only. And my screen and my monitor screen will be final. Did you catch them all? Hopefully so. All right. We have our range down. We have our numbers selected. And we will see what we come up with. Big Red puts them up again. You will win the war, sir. I know that much. Well, the nice part is, what's up, old man on the ridge? We're about to play the numbers game. One guess only. Close without going over. Ties go to second round. One account only, please. U.S. address is only for shipping. My screen and monitor screen will be final. Here is the numbers. We will tuck them gently underneath there. And when we see a start on the screen, we will give you the range. One guess only. And I'm going to try to monkey with this for a second, just to make sure I have that right. There's the start. Your range is 111 to 444. 111 to 444 is your range. One guess only. Close without going over. Ties go to a second round. Okay. So we don't need any of those. The only thing that comes into question is if we need, I think we're going to need this one. I think we're going to need this one on the back end. I think that's what we're missing. So we're going to reset the button in there. We're going to get that screw inserted because it didn't want me to take apart the other one. And so I think maybe that's what we're missing. But I don't know. We need something in there. But it didn't want us to take that one apart. So I think that's what we're missing. We're just going to keep that one. But I think on the top one, that one goes with the manual. I think I'm getting it. Wish me luck. We'll get this rolling here. We'll get our blade in there. Okay. Got that set. Put this underneath. We'll lock this back. We'll set it and forget it. Like the Ronco food dehydrator. We'll get our alignments up. We got the woo-saw music playing in my head. That's half the fun, right? All right. 1s and 2s are aligned properly. 2 goes there. We double check that. Make sure the alignment's proper. 1 at the 1's at the button. So 1's at the button. 2's at the show. We twist it in this fashion. And then maybe we just hold this in place, both of them. And then we insert our screw. Maybe this will be it. And then we'll just cut out the other part of the live stream. Just kidding. Uh-oh. Okay, so we got this slower. It's not 100% locking in. So I think the alignment's a smidge off, but we are so close. Okay. So that was it. That was it. All right, so Big Red, I think most of the guesses are going. Give us another 15, 20 seconds. We will double check the alignment on this one, but that's what we were missing is pinching everything together since we popped the spring and button lock out. Oof. All right, so we reclaimed a little bit of it, but we'll do some more fun with it because I want to make sure we're doing it right. And I want that snappy going. So overall, the spring's not set 100%. That's a super slow one, but it is locking. So that's going to be the super slow one. All right, so we got the slow mode activated. We didn't fail. That was the intention and point of this one. There's our stop signs. Let's look it up here. Thanks, guys. 111 to 444. 399 was the number. 399. So let's go back and look and see what we get. We got a 399 is what we're looking for. Closest without going over, we got a 389 from Jonathan Russell, member of the crew. Anything better than 389? Closer to 399? Let's find out. Couple 400s just over. Ooh, la. All right. But you know me. I want that super snappy action on it. That's what I want out of it. Got a 392, pretty fly for a knife guy. Is that going to hold it? 392, pretty fly for a knife guy. I'm not a fan of that slow mode. I need the fast mode. I'll work on that when I get done here. I'm all about that. All right. So, pretty fly for a knife guy. Oh, top dog off by 2. Slow mode is better than no mode, 100%. All right. Closest without going over is the rules of the numbers game. All right. So anybody that was over, it is over. 392, pretty fly for a knife guy is what Big Red sees, as well as many others of you. Ooh, pretty fly for a knife guy. Congratulations. Pretty fly for a knife guy. Congrats. You are the winner of all of this awesome swag. And more of the time. Is there another person with it? Top dog seeing the same thing, pretty fly. A bonus round? That's what Marshall's talking about. All right, hold on. But we got a bench made right here. Pretty fly for a knife guy. We got a fun one for you. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a blue class. Mini Griptilian. We got a mini grip in that beautiful, beautiful sheep's foot thumb hole activated. Solid daily carry in S30V, brand new in the box. I love it. This one is for you. Congratulations. We got that. It's a good win. It's a great grip. You can do many, many things with it. Put many, many things on it, except for thumb studs. So we'll get this all packed up for you. Pretty fly for a knife, guys. Send me an email, zach.edc@gmail.com. And Marshall, what are your thoughts? Yeah, Ron, definitely. Yeah. I was kind of bummed because Father John wasn't there, but, you know, that's what it is, right? Put all this off to the side here. We'll pack it up in a minute. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Well, we will need to get a hold of this real quick. Yeah, right on, Ron. 100%, man. I saw your message posted up in there. I don't know if you saw mine or not. I was in there a little earlier. But I saw yours. It's all good. Yeah, I appreciate it, Mick. Thank you guys all so much. Extra giveaway for a special Mora. So you want to do another round? You want to do another round? I'll throw in a swag pack. Is that what you're thinking, Marshall? We can do another numbers game real quick. If that's what you're thinking, we can definitely do that. Let me grab another swag pack. Hold on. I got some pre-swag packed. Maybe. Unless I shipped them all out. Oh, that's funny. I wonder if that was the last one. Yeah, that was. I'll pack up another swag pack for it. Marshall says yes. Okay, he wants to do a special Mora giveaway. There we go. Little blade play. I need to tighten up the pivot. But we're going to loosen the pivot, right? Because we want that fast mode. Okay. So now we got that mode activated. And Pretty Fly for Knife Guy, my apologies to Dylan. You will get the swipe right for Dylan, his Mallory Designs sticker, and his Mallory Designs Ranger Eye. That goes with Pretty Fly for Knife Guy's win. So thank you, Dylan, for that. Ting, click, ting, click. Yeah, you definitely hear all the springs and tings. All right, so we're going to do another round, a special Mora giveaway with the Zach Stuff swag pack. What do you think? All right, let's try that. Hold on here. Da, 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 da. All right, so same rules apply. Closest without going over. One guess only. Close without going over. Ties go to second round. Yeah, not a problem, Big Red. I appreciate all your help, man. Thank you for your donations today and donating memberships to people. They get early access to some of those videos that are out from this last week as well. And don't forget, next week we'll have a members-only giveaway, so look forward to that video as well. If you're a member, and if you're not a member, make sure to hit the little alarm bell so you get all notifications when I post those up. It sends a notification out. They say they put them in your stream or feed. I don't know. But go look for them. There's a tab. There's a new tab now for members-only content. Definitely go check that out. Okay, so we're going to go with... We're going to do a tighter window, too. This could be fun. Yep. Yep, we got it all back together. We got it on slow mode, though. So I'm not happy with slow mode. I definitely want the fast mode, so we're gonna dive into that here in just a minute. But we got a special giveaway going, a special Mora donated by Marshall, and you'll get a swag pack from me. So let's put on here Mora, and we will go ahead and wrap up this giveaway. We'll get it all folded on itself because that's the fun part. We'll do this, and we'll use this parts tray to keep the number on the screen. So Marshall, go ahead and put a start on the screen. Marshall's running this one. It's a special giveaway. Shout out to Marshall, 100%. Thank you, Mick. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo. Marshall's got some sweet Moras. So I can only imagine what you're going to win from Marshall. He did some awesome donations last week, too. Sent out some awesome Moras to people. And the final Mora gets shipped out tomorrow with today's wins. Do we get a start from Marshall yet? Let's find out. There's the start. Okay. Your range of numbers is 444 to 555. 444 to 555. One guess only. Close without going over. Ties go to a second round. This is for a special Mora donated none other than Marshall Law 123. Thank you, Marshall. And of course, a pack of swag from Zach. Nothing better. I love it. And we definitely want to get high mode, fast mode activated on this. So I'll keep it spinning for those of you who want to hang out after this giveaway. Thank you, Marshall, for doing that. That's a nice little bonus. Love it. But we'll have some fun, you know. And that's the thing, like, I think having all that together is kind of what activates this. And we obviously have to take this apart totally. Oh, we need to put it in the deployed mode. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, tighten that up. I just don't like the slow mode, but it is what it is, I guess. But all right, so let's get this out. Hashtag, get your guess in, 444 555. We got to pinch this, though. Pinch. A little Worksharp on the spine, lasered in. All right. And then, of course, the top piece is going to fall out because we're used to that. That's the new norm. There's our alignment tabs. We look for 1 and 2 on there. And so, Marshall, if you want to go ahead and put a stop up, we will go ahead and select the winner based on their choice. 1 here, 2 up there. Get this in there. There we go. And we want to go 1 up, that. All right, there's the stops. All right, I'm going to have to just let this fall apart because we got to get to this. This is the important business right here, is the giveaway. And we'll dive back into that to get fast mode. 518. 518. Marco Polo. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. All right, so 518. So who is closest without going over for a 518 on the bonus giveaway? 501, 506 for Mimo for K Mason. We're looking for, oh, we got 511 from Mick. 515, Poncho. 515 may do it. I don't know. Let's find out. Ooh, 519's just over. No bueno. That's not good. I'm sorry. Oh, 518's the number we're looking for. 517, Cat Scratch. 517, Cat Scratch. Cat Scratch may take it. Oh, we got a 518 from the Maronis. The Maronis with a 518. Maronis, 518. So with no competition unless there's a tie. The Maronis, 518. Nailed it. I love it. Okay. There you go. You guys are seeing the same thing. So congratulations, Maronis. We got a swag pack. I'll put a little extra swag in there too. Throw in maybe a little Dylan Mallory sticker and stuff. And some other swag we got. But congratulations, Maronis. You get a special Mora that Marshall will send over my way, and then I will send it out to you, so give it a few days. We'll get some shipping info out to you. And the last Mora will go out tomorrow with Pretty Fly for a Knife Guys win. I love that. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm going to tackle this one more time. We already got slow mode activated, so we are way further ahead than we were earlier. And I want to get that really fast, crazy mode going. So thank you to all Zach's Daily Carry crew for being here. Don't forget to check out those videos that are up for you early. I do need some of your help. Some of you have already mentioned what you want me to do for that next video, so I appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who joined in on the live stream today. Thank you to those of you who are watching this after the fact. Leave a comment down below after this post. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get into this. Not as hard as we thought, as we got frustrated because, one, I didn't follow the pinch method right here, which it was talking about. And, of course, excuse me, when we install it, 2 goes here, 1 goes by the button. Now, slower deployment is here. Faster deployment is actually all the way here. So we're putting 2 down at the 3 o'clock position. So that's what we're heading for now. We want to get that going. All right, so I'm going to pop out of the comments for a second. I'm going to get this going because we want to have some more fun with this one. Button still in play. Excellent. We need to get our alignment set up on this. So we need to get our alignments dialed in again. And I imagine it's just basically helping you for where everything's aligned with the spring. So we got 1 goes here. Shout out to everybody, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We need to get our button reset there. It's wanting to pop out again. It's very fickle with that, if you can see. It's very, very, very fine, minute. Maybe we'll do it a little bit of an angle there. I don't know. That probably doesn't help, though, when you want to set your spring. Let's get these realigned again. That's my thing, is this like pops off here really easily when you're trying to align the springs. 1s and 2s. There we go. We do need to set that in its position. So 2, of course I drop it, but 2 needs to be lined up over here. Yeah, I love it, Top Dog. So we'll get this lined up here, and we want to get that 2 to the 3 o'clock position. And it's just not wanting to do it. It doesn't want to spin any further. I don't know what's causing that. And this pops off way too easy. Okay, let's reset this. 1s and 2s. So that's lined up. The 2 starts here, right? Let me look at the instructions. So to install it, the 2's at this. And then to get it really good, we want the 2 down here. Into the handle, rotated person clockwise. 2. Okay. Well, we'll try it again. I may have to reach out to them tomorrow, unless those videos show. Because it wants to lock in there. It doesn't want to go any further to give me 2 to that position. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know why it's not letting me go to the second position further. Okay, we did have some spring tension on that. So I wonder. So this will be the, Zach, just go watch the video. Get you in a number 2 position. Oh, our button's out of place now. I wish they would have made some indentation markings on the top of the pivot, so you can literally like figure out where you want that to go. I think that's too high. Oh, that should be good. Okay. Because 2's here, right? So inserting it is here. Well, maybe it's right here. And then spin it. But we want 2 to go 1 more. And it won't spin past that point. Period. So that's what we're running into. It just won't go any further. But we'll try it right here. I mean, we got 2 in that position. So we're pinching it. We're pinching it, rotating it over. Let's put our pivot in and see if we've found goodness. And if not, then Zach's going to go watch a video and do it again. All right, Derek, for real, take care, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's like a pill bottle. Yeah. I mean, this feels, it doesn't feel like that's seated all the way. Nope. Doesn't feel like that part of the pivot's seated all the way. Yeah, it's not seated all the way. The spring's not in. Yeah, that's the weird part, right? Like, I don't understand that concept. And so I'll have to watch. There's probably a trick to do it to get that little second piece out. But overall, it's not wanting to come out in the right portion. So we need to get our button lock set too, because it's wanting to pop way out right now. A little further, it's wanting to come all the way out, see? Maybe we seat it afterwards? It's got to be seated beforehand, I think. There's got to be a spot for that button to seat. All right, well, let's seat it one more time. So this is the frustrating part of not watching the video and just doing it. We got slow mode activated, but we don't know how fast mode gets activated because that button's not wanting to seat properly. So we'll try this one more time, and if not, then we'll call it a day. We'll let everybody enjoy their Mother's Day. Yeah, that button's just not seating appropriately. Gosh darn button, get in the hole. We see that's got to go to the 2. That's at the 1. And I get because the spring goes there, right? But it's not wanting to spin past bringing 2 up to that point. So that's where we're running into a little goofy golly, gosh darny. So Zach's gonna go watch a video. Thank you everybody for joining in. And if you pick yours up, it'll probably be super simple. Like I said, I'll post another video. We'll get it up on there. The smooth transition will make it look like a professional. So we don't look like a fumbling, fun, amateur knife person. All right, you guys, make sure to do something kind for someone. Hashtag DSKFS. It's what we do. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Have an awesome rest of your day. But most importantly, take care.